Okay, and welcome again, Online Golf Connection. This is Millie Woo from Down the Line. Having looked at the part one from the face on, let's go look at the down the line view. And as I said earlier, Millie's background is she's been playing for 7 years. There's a strong background in yoga and physically very strong, but suffers from ground contact before the ball and also tends to suffer from the ball going to the right. Let's take a look at why she's doing that. Now, what I mentioned earlier also is that she has a very weak left-hand grip, thumb down the middle, left wrist a little bit too flat at address. You notice the player on the right, Sayuri Park from Korea. Let's take a look at her initial takeaway while the club goes a little bit underneath that original shaft plane. By the time she's halfway back, shaft parallel to the ground, you'll see that the club head's back in front of that shaft plane. What I like about this position here is that the club face is nice and square. Right, let's take a look at Millie as she moves the club away from the ball. First thing you notice is that the arms seem to move out a little bit away from her body towards the golf ball. This has see how her hands here are quite high above the original shaft plane with the club head slightly below it. When she gets back to this point here, the club face is laying open. Club face is back this way. This is the effect of the open club face, people. This is what the grip does. Club face is open, right? Notice with Sayuri that the toe of the club is still slightly on this side of the heel, right? Also notice midway back, Sayuri has a swing like many pros with the shaft points a little bit inside of the golf ball, where Millie is, quite different. The other side, she's above the golf ball. Now, if you look at part one from face on, Millie has a very long swing. The body over rotates. The arms get very, very deep behind the body. And in actual fact, we can just about see that club head poking out on the other side of her body from this side. A bit of a John Daly kind of a backswing here. Right, you'll see a little shorter, more compact backswing top here with Sayuri, right arm. Good position. Now, the reason Millie's right arm looks like this, where it's overly bent, is it's just gone back too far. It's too far behind the body. The arms have gone back. The right elbow is very deep behind the body. She has maintained good posture. She's got nice flex in this right knee. She's maintained good depth in the pelvis here. Her forward lean is still fairly good, to be honest. The shoulder plane is somewhere through here. But as she starts into the downswing, right, let's watch what she does with this golf club, right? So I think we can all agree that downswing really is beginning with the shaft. The club's moving up and out before anything else. So the shaft's moved up, to a more upright plane in this place. Remember earlier, she was in a little bit different. She came in a little flatter than that, and then she's moved it up to get to there, right? So essentially, she's leading her downswing from the top. I wouldn't say that this is an upright swing. I mean, I think she still comes a little bit from the inside, not an out to in swing, but Millie's real problem is that she plays golf with an open club face, and then she plays golf with a very wide delivery to the golf ball. So this is why she hits the ground behind the ball, and obviously why the ball goes to the right most of the time. The long swing, the over rotation of the body, the very deep arm swing too far behind the body is what creates the problems in the downswing. Obviously, the downswings when we see the problem, that's when we hit the golf ball. But most of you out there are creating the problem before you get to the golf ball. You're often making the mistake in the backswing, and what you do then is you see the error when you hit the golf ball. But really, to blame the downswing for all of your bad shots is probably unfair. I see a lot of golfers create their mistakes in the backswing and in the setup, and then the downswing just has too much to do, and it's just, at best, it's inconsistent. So in summary, what we've done with Millie is we've worked on her grip. We've tried to get the left hand a little stronger, tried really hard to get the club face more square in the backswing. And what I mean by square is the toe of the club, if you look here closely at say Ree, the toe of the club is not vertical 90 degrees up and down, it's still tilted a little bit this way. I like it to be somewhere in this position. Basically it's going to be parallel to the golfer's spine, so you would say that say Ree here is in fact slightly open, but certainly fine. Whereas Millie's club face is much more open than that. The toe of the club is behind the heel, back this way. That's why she does what she does with the ball. She goes a lot of shots to the right, and I think the long arm swing, the deepness of the elbows, how far they go back in the body, starts from the top. Therefore, she's wide approach, sort of throwing the club down to the golf ball into the ground. So there you go. That's Millie, and let's hope she makes some good progress to her swing. Thank you.